the Writers Guild went on strike. And because I was a member of the Writers Guild, I had to go on picket duty, and I was very resentful of that. Because I said, what kind of union is this? They haven't got me any work. And I'm supposed to go picket for them? I guess because I pictured in my head that it was sort of like the plumbers union. That there'd be a hiring hall every morning, you'd go down there and it'd say, anybody can do funny dialogue? And you'd raise your hand and say, all right, Chase, you get in the truck, we got a job for you today. You know, that's, I guess, what I was picturing. Like the musicians union or the plumber, but it isn't, of course, it isn't like that. So that never happened, and they never got me any work. So I was resentful about having to go on picket duty. But it was the best thing that ever happened to me because I actually got closer to the business than I'd ever been. I was on picket duty outside the famous DeMille Gate at Paramount, the big gate. Just being there was like, wow, I couldn't believe it. And one day, and I was standing picket duty with people like Larry Gelbart, Steve Allen. It was that day. The day with Steve Allen was like one of the best days of my life. Yeah, we were on the same picket team for our 4-hour shift. And what was so great about it was, Steve Allen was famous for doing this man on the street thing. He'd ask people, what are you doing? And he was doing that. So we were standing there, and you'd have Steve Allen, a guy would go by with a box, and Steve Allen would say, I wonder what's in the box. Sir, what's in the box? And the guy would stop and talk to him, and they'd make jokes back and forth. So I was watching him do his act right in front of me on the street. That was a transformative experience. But while I was there, I met a guy named Paul Platon, who was a little bit older than me, but was very successful. He had been a story editor on Mission Impossible. He'd been to UCLA, and he started out as a kid actor, and he'd worked in TV as a writer. He and I got along really well, and we had like a lot of fun just on picket duty, sort of goofing on it, and trying to dodge the harder parts of it. And I told him I had the script, and he said, "Well, you should send it to my agent." So I sent it to his agent when the strike was over, and his agent wanted to represent me, called me up, and probably, I really think that his agent wanted to represent me because Paul, who was one of his star clients, an up-and-coming young guy, wanted it. So the agent said, I'll represent you. But he was a great guy, that agent, John Schallert.